Welcome to Burly's Brunch Hour.
Welcome to Burly's Brunch Hour.
Welcome to Burly's Brunch Hour.
Welcome to Burly's Brunch Hour. Well, it's about 3 weeks away from tearing this whole shit down.
And like,
Rebuilding, because all this is going to be gone.
yeah?
These two will be gone, that bar will be the kind of...
It's gonna be kind of like a takeout counter.
Yeah, and we're going to be called Burlys.
Burlys?
Not Burly Beverages, because everybody always calls us that anyway.
Yeah, we do. I said, let's go to Burly. I'm always saying that.
We're getting signage finally on the outside that'll say Burly's Takeout. We're going to have Lonnie Setzer doing soups.
Dope.
She's going to have a menu of 6 soups that'll be here at all times. And then Estrella's doing 6-ish pies that we'll offer.
Awesome.
And so I wanted to have a name that it could be like those businesses could exist under this business instead of me absorbing them and just selling their stuff. I was like, Lonnie, why don't we do, her business is called Homie. And so I was like, we'll do Homie at Burly's. We'll do Thai flavored Thai at Burly's. And I'll even have like little, you know, like chain hanger signs that hang off of our big sign that have their names on too, so that it's like real clear that they're also here. But yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be really fun.
That sounds amazing.
We're going to be a restaurant.
Yeah. No pressure.
I never thought I'd do that in years. Action. How's it going, everybody? Mr. Burly of Burly Beverages here. It's always Mr. Burly these days. And I wanted to show y'all how we're making the No Mosa today. It is a mimosa with no alcohol. That's why it's called the No Mosa, folks. We're gonna start off with some fresh white grapefruit juice. 2 ounces, in fact. And this is going right into the can, folks. It's that easy. From there, I'm going to take this mandarin elderflower shrub. I'm going to do about a ½ ounce of that. This is fresh mandarins from Placer County, elderflowers from the food co-op in Midtown, apple cider vinegar, white wine vinegar, and golden balsamic vinegar. Then there's this grapefruit brulee shrub that I've just added. That is literally bruleed grapefruits with vanilla bean and burnt sugar syrup to emulate the custard of a creme brulee. And then we're going to take a dropper full of the Mary's Alchemy Lemon Haze bitters, just to give it a little bit more of the floral effervescence. And then we're going to top this off with our Mineragua bubbly water. This is my favorite bubbly water for this job because it's so bubbly. Topped off, put on our lid, and then I'm going to take it over to the canning machine. Goes on just like that. You squeeze out the excess, give it a spin. As long as that. And No Mosa for your pleasure. Let's see what it looks like.
I love that sound. Oh my God. I feel sassy. That's good. There's even an alarm going off in my celebration. That's so good.
Pours out so nice. And of course, you're not going to have the kind of fermented alcohol smell or flavor, but you'll get a nice fresh bitterness from the grapefruit, some sweetness from the shrubs, and a little bit of botanical playfulness from the bitters and the elderflower and that mandarin elderflower shrub. It's so good.
Dub Plate, which is a local Jamaican restaurant. We're okay. Wear your seatbelts, everybody.
We're gonna go get Dub Plate because it's badass. And I think it's run, I know that it's local Jamaican folks. But I think it's also, isn't it run by a woman?
Yeah, I think it's a woman-owned business. I'll check. I will verify that fact.
Laura has her, like, broadcasting voice and personality on. She's like, yeah, I think I'll check that out.
I'll verify that, Bob.
I'll verify that information for you, Jen.
Are you wearing any pants?
No pants.
No pants. It's the news.
These suspenders are attached to my socks.
To your socks.
I'm not wearing these socks.
Racy. Racy.
We're here to bring the quality racy content you deserve.
Room. Yeah, I went there. All right, I'm gonna try this again. Hey, join us on our adventure to Dub Plate, which is a local Jamaican restaurant, and yeah. I am a television personality.
This is gonna be a really fun edit. This is gonna be a great editing process. Hey, you know what? I think I turned off the directions because I was feeling cocky.
Wow.
And I need to turn them back on. Boop, boop, boop.
Don't text and drive, folks.
Hey, Babriel. We'll be there eventually.
Yeah. So yeah, we're bringing some Dub Plate to our friend.
Starting route to Dub Plate Kitchen and Jamaican cuisine.
We're bringing.
North on Wood Avenue, then make a U-turn at Chenu Avenue. At the light, make a U-turn. Make a U-turn.
We're bringing Dub Plate to our friend Gabe over at Burly's Takeout, who is using his Burly's Brunch Hour to highlight brunch
and Burly things. And
no, but most importantly, we're going to be highlighting some local restaurants.
Turn right onto El Camino Avenue.
We're going to be highlighting some local restaurants that are run by people of color, especially women of color. And we're super stoked. So on the lineup today,
Past this light, then at the next one.
not
Turn
Siri, but thank you, Siri. I'm always nice to our robot overlords. You never know. On the lineup today, we're going to start by getting some lunch.
Right, turn right onto El Camino Avenue. Then the destination is on your right.
We're professionals, people.
This is a professional recording.
This is a professional event. Brought to you by professionals.
We're gonna get some Dub Plate for lunch, and then we're gonna feature Casbah for dinner, and we're gonna go to the Brazilian Center.
Destination is on your right. Dub Plate Kitchen and Jamaican cuisine.
We're gonna
Arrived.
go to the We're gonna go to the Brazilian Center eventually and see what they're doing over there to help the unhoused. They've been kind of just coming in clutch ever since the pandemic went through. And in the meantime, let's go to Dub Plate.
Cool. So since we're going to see the Soda Man, I thought I would get this Jamaican soft drink cola champagne. Except after I had already grabbed it, I realized that it has fructose corn syrup, which is not Mr. Burly's favorite thing.
What he doesn't know won't hurt him.
What he doesn't, will.
Shh.
It's a product of Jamaica, made in Kingston. Like,
Yeah, you gotta try it.
it's distributed by Reggae Imports. We're gonna try. Maybe we'll just bring it. Let's do bring it and share it with them.
Okay, sanitize your hands.
She told me that my name has a nice strong sound.
Who's she?
It suits me. The lady that runs Dub Plate. I can't remember what her name is.
Is that the owner?
I think so. I've met her before once. I can't remember what her name is. We gotta look that up. But yeah, she was just asking my name for the order. But
Cool.
they're super nice in there. I got you something else. And then I got you some of that bami, the little bread stuff that's like a little cake. Should be good.
Cool.
What was the other thing I got?
It's a mystery.
We'll find out.
Stay tuned.
I swear
We have to have some sort of
I tried.
suspense.
I got
No! Keep the audience in suspense. You won't find out till we get to Burly's. Bum bum! Yeah. Ooh. So what are we sampling here? Is this like a version of what again?
Oh, so this is something that'll be on tap at Burly's Takeout starting on May 1st, and it is Seasons Coffee Cold Brew, or Cold Crew as they call it, mixed with our cream soda syrup, a toasted coconut almond bark black tea, and cherry bark vanilla bitters. And then I put it on nitro so it's nice and creamy and frothy. And it should kind of remind you of like a New Orleans style meets Mexican style coffee.
That's really good. It's like there is just a touch of sweet, but
Yeah.
not really sweet. It's like just kind of balances out
Yeah.
the bitter of the coffee.
When I make sodas, I put 6 bottles of our syrup into the keg. For that, there's 1 bottle of cream soda in the whole keg. So it's very, very lightly sweetened.
Ooh, that's good.
But it's gonna, you said it's gonna have what on the top?
I use coconut cream and I make whipped cream out of it. And then that has vanilla extract and maple syrup, and then it'll have a mint sprig sticking
Cool.
out.
And it'll be completely a plant-based drink?
Yes.
Awesome.
You look. It's that like. Ooh, I'm concerned about what I just drank because like that's so good.
Operator. I'm not Sade, but you know. Kind of tastes like a hash brown. I love it. It's addicting. What's it called again?
Organic. Like a little cake.
It reminds me of a hash brown. It's really good. That sauce though really elevates it. This is the oxtail. Everyone who knows anything about anything knows oxtail is what's up.
I'm excited about that jerk salmon.
I am excited about the jerk salmon too. Look at that ish. Hello, lover. These are some plantains.
Scared me. I thought I was going to.
It's a moment of truth.
Boo-boos. Float.
Beautiful. What are you doing there? Is that like sanitizing?
It's just water.
Oh,
Just so
cool.
that it's not sticky when
That's smart.
it dries out.
Nice.
Ta-da.
What did you just can?
This is the black lime bay leaf shrub.
You couldn't tell that I already did that. Ready?
I hate you.
I'm gonna try it though.
Turn it around so the people
it's
can see the
it's
label.
Jamaican cola champagne. I mean,
Gabe gave us his approval
yeah.
this one time.
Did you say something to me? I was in the back.
Ooh, that's good.
Cool.
It's interesting. It's good.
That's it, yes!
Do another one before you go.
Heyo! Good?
Oxtail, like, it hits all of the, like, hot roast and, like, burrilla kind of notes for me. It's just like the ultimate comfort food, just flaky protein that tastes like it's been stewing for hours and hours and hours, just getting pumped up with the flavor from the rendering fats and the, like, heavy spice load that they put into it. Clearly, there's all kinds of good stuff in here. I can taste allspice and cinnamon, all of the jerk stuff, clove.
Dude, they're so good. This is my first time trying this jerk salmon.
Where is Dub Plate?
It's on El Camino and Lot. It's
Okay,
in kind of a little small little.
It's right over there by Amy's Ace Hardware, my favorite store in the whole world.
Oh, yeah? Amy's Ace Hardware.
Amy Ace Hardware is the best little hardware store that you ever did go to. I'll tell you that right now.
Good to know. How's the salmon jerk?
It's pretty amazing.
Are angels singing?
Yeah. And like, you can understand, a few years ago, my buddy came out and we went king salmon fishing on the Sacramento River. And we both caught our limit, which is 2, but they were huge. But he was flying back to Mississippi. So I just all of a sudden he left it with me. So I had like 40 pounds of salmon in the freezer. It's like $700 worth of salmon. And we ate it for a long time. So salmon dishes, I still love it, but it's like it takes a lot to make me kind of go like, all right, I'll give this a shot. Because I've had it so many different ways. This is knocking it out of the park. So good.
I'm always looking for different ways to cook salmon. I tend to I have this one salmon verde recipe that I'm partial to, and I tend to just like only do that. Or, we'll go to Otto's down on Freeport and get a piece of sushi grade salmon and just eat it like sashimi. But I'm always looking for another way to grill or bake or treat salmon. We just got a sous vide machine recently, and that might be a really good way to do salmon.
Ooh.
There's a place in Big Sur. It's closed right now. We were just down there, and it's closed up from the pandemic. I hope they reopen. It's a little pub, but they do salmon fish and chips. It's so insanely good.
That sounds really good.
It really is, especially with an ice cold beer.
I've never thought about jerk sauce, jerk seasoning though, Like I've got barbecue salmon, but like it's a different variant.
It's always
with plantains.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's always like good to find a place that does plantains right, because my sister's husband is Nigerian, and so when I eat with him and his family, I get like plantains done right.
Proper.
But when you're out in the world, or if you go to somebody's house for dinner and they're like, I'm gonna make you fried plantains, it's like they don't even know how to get the right ones, They just get the ones from Safeway that are on the top of the pile, and it's like, no, they gotta
You need to
be.
get that, and then let it sit in a little basket for like 6 weeks. Get it nice and wrap it up.
What are you drinking together? Like, what are you pairing?
Cola.
This is the Cascara Cola.
That's the
which is
Cascara
perfect
Cola?
for the smokiness.
And it's funny because I actually intended, well, maybe not intended, but now that I'm thinking about it, the cola spices match up better with the oxtail.
Totally.
But this black lime bay leaf has like so much sourness and saltiness, it like cuts through the richness of this really well. Super refreshing, and Yeah, I think that I made the right choice. Like, cause this is the one that I would do with fried food, you know, like something really rich and greasy, salty. This really cut through it, but it works with the richness of that too. And I think that the heaviness of that cola and the like deep spice load probably plays off of the, you know, the jerk flavors there.
It's kind of constantly reminds me that there's some smoky, woodsy things going on. Plus I've got like, I'm eventually gonna put...
He was double fisting, triple fisting.
How many fists? I'm gonna eventually put a little bit of this in this because I love like a Keith Richards.
Yeah.
Okay, so these vegetables too, they're not like Laura. I heard Laura saying earlier, like the first time she saw them, she thought it was just like a slaw, but it's really not. It's more like stewed, steamed cabbage, and
I just got
there's a
Nigerian
little pickleness to
food
it.
the other day, and when you get your like vegetarian platter of Nigerian food, you get this like cabbage and potato dish that is one of my favorite things, buttery and like real soft. But this is like somewhere between that and like greens, because it still has like a lot of crunch to it. It's not raw, it's definitely cooked, but like it's got a lot of texture. It's really crisp and crunchy. It feels like it still has a lot of the nutrients left in it, like they weren't cooked out, you know?
Right.
And it's really good. It's a nice palate cleanse too, because it's not quite as like heavily spiced and flavorful as the rest of the stuff.
And the carrots have just like a really subtle, like I think they process them a little, not process, but you know what I mean, like they
Treat
do
them.
something to them before it goes into this.
Yeah.
Because you can't get a carrot
Blanched or pickled or something.
yeah, you can't get a carrot this like soft, cooking it at the same time as this other stuff, or this would be completely wilted down.
It's good.
It's just good. It's good. I'm really good.
You
Are
have
you-
a lot of words.
I have a lot of words.
You guys are doing great. I'm just getting some
I have a
like.
hard time like putting words to food.
You're doing great. I'm actually been entertained this whole time, so I'm just like watching, forgetting to direct. Sorry.
I grew up in the deep south where your words for good food is
Maybe a burp.
My dad first met my mom's parents. He went for dinner and he was eating and just going, so good, yummy, like, you know, the way a dude that lived most of his life in Jackson, Mississippi would do. And her parents, who were from like the hills in Missouri, very stern, very like no elbows on the table. We don't talk about politics or religion or any of those things at the table. We don't talk about how good the food is and make a bunch of noises. Like, she was so embarrassed. I definitely, we passed on the tradition of making the noises. We decided to throw off the...
I definitely make some noises, but I think for me it's more like I like wag my whole body when food is good. It's just like,
I do a happy dance.
Laura does this little like...
yeah, you gotta shimmy to make more room, right? You just work it down there. Yeah, all right, I got another bite left in me.
Yes, excellent.
The other thing about oxtail is that when you get it, it doesn't seem like there's that much food because the bone is so big. But I'm getting so full, and I haven't eaten anything yet today, so I thought that I was gonna just destroy this. But I've got so much left for later. I'm gonna make some tacos with this. I'm telling you what.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
ox tacos. I'm trying to think of a cool
Toxos.
Toxos.
No, I know.
Let's not. Let's not say we did.
Oxtail. No. But I've been at La Venadita in Oak Park. They just started doing these queso burrito tacos, and I think I'm gonna do something like that, where you like melt a bunch of cheese on the inside of the taco shell, and then shove it full of the flaky meats, and then you dunk it in like rendered fat and like yumminess.
I know it's not very purist of me, but like I love the Californian, like, let's make everything a taco. Like taco,
Why not?
Korean taco place over on Alhambra
Yeah.
and Hess or whatever.
I wanted that building so bad.
It's so good.
It's such a cool building.
I'm so glad they're there though. It's so good food, and like
Before they moved in there, I had a concept for a soup and stew restaurant. It was walk up and bike up only.
Ooh.
Yeah. So like pedestrian and pedal right, ped, P-E-D. And then, so it's stew in capital letters, S-T-E-W, and then in parentheses underneath, P-E-D, lowercase. Stupid.
I hate you.
And then it's a good concept. It's not a stupid concept.
No, it's great.
And Sacramento
I just love
loves a
puns.
self-deprecating name concept.
Totally.
Puns are great for
There used to be Fat Face Deli inside of the Witch Room.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then, yeah.
Was that during Witch Room era, or was that?
Oh, it was Bows and Arrows, you're right. Yeah, it was Bows and Arrows era. But
I want that building too. I don't know what.
you're talking about tacos, putting things in tacos. So I had another concept for Tiny's Tacos, tacos of the world. My dad being tiny. If you ever see my dad, he's bigger than me. And he was just gonna like lurk in the like customer area and like just be tiny, you know, and like and schmooze. But it was gonna be like every major culinary like food, like or culinary culture represented through tacos. So like French tacos, Belgian tacos, Italian tacos, Indian tacos, and then like specials like Greek taco. You know, it's easy. Everybody's got a flatbread. Everybody's got some kind of protein, or like, can you imagine like a chicken piccata taco, or eggplant parmesan taco, or like on the Belgian side of things, you can get that like printed waffle paper that they have at the Bobo restaurants, and then crisp it, and then make Belgian fruit waffle tacos with whipped cream on top.
So when are we breaking ground on this taco place?
Yeah, right. It also reminds me.
A pop up at Burlys.
Yeah, exactly.
So
We're gonna be able to do
tell me
that.
about Burlys a little bit, because
But first, I had something else that I was leading up to.
Let's hear it.
So my buddy Shane and I, before I started doing the Meatless Monday thing, we would have these dinner nights at friends' houses, and we had this whole series called Can You Egg Roll It? And it was the same thing that you're talking about, like Californians want to put everything in tacos. We were just like, what else can you put in egg rolls? And like the best one, hands down, was corned beef and cabbage with honey mustard, horseradish dip. But we did like s'mores, we did carnitas, we did al pastor, we did so many like pizza toppings inside of an egg roll.
Dude, one of
So good.
Didn't we do Philly cheesesteak once?
Oh god, that sounds so good.
Yeah, Philly cheesesteak something or other like
One of
that.
the first like restaurant gigs I had when I was younger was working at it's like the only 4-star restaurant in Mississippi, and it's called KC's. It's not there anymore, but they did a duck egg roll. It was just like
I love duck.
one of the best things I've ever put in my mouth.
I like all of the foods that people like refer to as gamey.
Yeah.
Like, do you mean flavor?
Seriously.
That's a little gamey.
Oh, I don't like chicken thighs. They taste gamey. Do you mean that they have the most flavor out of anything in the chicken? Because like, I mean,
Chicken thighs are life.
That's like
I don't like fishy smell.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us about Burlys a little bit.
Okay, so Burly's Takeout. We decided it all kind of came to be because we decided to launch our super spicy ginger beer in cans as a ready-to-drink food item for the first time. We've been a syrup company for 5 years, and one of the #1 questions that we've had is, when will I be able to just like pick up a can of Burly and drink it? And the answer is very soon. So in kind of launching this ready-to-drink option, we realized that the equipment that we bought to do it gives us the opportunity to do even more than that here in the tasting room. We can can up sodas right here in front of you. You can order any of our flavors as a ready-to-drink soda in a can. And then also, we're going to be partnering with KC Kombucha, Zeal Kombucha, Seasons Coffee, Devil May Care Ice Cream, Conscious Creamery to offer floats, sodas, mocktails, all kinds of things, coffee and kombucha that goes right into the can for you to take home. Mix 6-packs of whatever you want. And you get to watch it happen right in front of you. You know, the mystery will be no more. You'll know exactly how it all works.
Lean On Me program was created by the Brazilian Center in June of last year. And that is when the pandemic situation just really hit everybody hard. And going to the streets of Sacramento, we saw the amount of increasing of unsheltered in this area. So we were trying to distribute at that time 300 plates, which we did. In September, we got a grant from the city of Sacramento, which was great because, and then we are able to jump it up to 5 to 600 plates per week.
Wow.
And they will take care of the unsheltered and also the seniors. They got hit very hard because they couldn't leave their homes and stuff. So there was a significant amount of food that was just distributed. The city of Sacramento helped us until the end of last year, and then the volunteers now is taking over. So we just basically, this is all funded by volunteers. So today with our efforts, we're just doing 300 plates. But with your help, we can do much more. Just step it up to the plate and help the Brazilian Center for Cultural Exchange of Sacramento. We are located at Clara Studio for the Performing Arts, which is an amazing platform for new artists and people that wanted to create art in the Sacramento area, which is very important, not only for us, but we created as well a safe space for our kids and teaching them the importance of being out here in the community and helping each other. This is all about helping each other, because when this pandemic hit us, was just like, it was too much to bear. You just like, we couldn't just like let it go. I was a dancer and I become like, serving this amount of food for the community. So let's stick together. It's not about us, it's about other people out there that need us. So let's, embrace each other at this moment.
It's Laura Marie Anthony here with Artists of Sacramento and CreativeCon, and you're at Casbah.
I love carrots. Oh man, that's so good. Coriander?
These ones are my favorite, the pickled turnips and beets. There's a little bit of coriander in the spice mix, but it's mostly turmeric. And pickled cauliflower. I try to incorporate a lot of like traditional classic dishes and appetizers and stuff, mezzas. But I learned how to cook from my mom, who I was very close to, and she passed away a few years ago when me and Debbie bought the restaurant. It was kind of like, how I led in terms of creating recipes in our menu.
That's beautiful.
For the most part, yeah.
Wonderful. Just like any thoughts or
Well, I think that like what I could say just about Casbah in general is that it is my favorite restaurant in town to dine in, 100%. I can't wait till we can do that again. And I really love the sense of community that's been built up here. I feel like from staff to customers to the community at large, y'all are always like striving to serve as best you can. And I think that that's just exactly what we need right now. And it's leading by example in our scene and in our community. So I love partnering with y'all for that reason, because it's what I want to promote and what I want to see grow in this town.
Right.
So I try to feed what I want to see grow. And even if that's just partnering and sharing our networking, capabilities and bandwidth, it's a way that we can help each other and see the things that we want to see stick around in Sacramento, stick around.
That actually brings up a topic y'all can talk about, is like, what have you noticed in the local restaurant scene as far as community coming together to help? Has it been as, what's the word I'm looking for, it seems like at some points, it's like everyone's like, well, everyone's helping everybody. Does it still feel like everyone's got each other's back in that regard, or like?
I can't really speak for the restaurant community as much. Like I'm more of an observer there, but I think that for me personally, I think that what I am witnessing is that we're seeing the places that are still around are the places that have like strived to serve their customers above and beyond, and who have built these micro communities around what they're doing in order to, you know, survive this. Because I mean, if you didn't have a strong customer base before this, you're toast.
Right.
You're toast.
And I think that like the whole sense of like community stepping in during like, you know, all the protests and stuff, and when there were a lot of businesses that were vandalized, like there was actually people off the streets that were helping us board up places, and I saw that all over Midtown, and I'm sure other surrounding areas or nationwide, you know, really.
Yeah.
Now we're really seeing it. Like Debbie and I were very, very just grateful for how many people just continually support us and get food night after night, to-go food, you know, when we were completely shut down. And to this day, like our to-go business. But I think overall, I kind of sense that everyone's really trying to support the industry.
There's a lot of like collaborating too with other small businesses, whether it's like Propagate just put out a little bingo game where there's a bunch of small businesses on it. Just a lot of like support of one another as business owners, and I don't know, I feel like surviving through this pandemic as a business owner, it's like we all belong to this weird squad now of just a very difficult experience, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
I 100% agree with that. That is almost like the most heartening part of all of this, is watching everybody promote each other's businesses. Like, it's great that we have these customer bases, but we've worked to build all of that. But when you have like other small business owners like sticking up for you and like sending people your way so that you stay afloat, it really it feels a little bit different than you know. And I really do think that like that is going to solidify and like promote what stays going forward. You know, so I'm super excited, and you know, we're doing this collaboration as well with the draft cocktails as a way to kind of help each other stay afloat, right? Like I'm getting this black lime fizz cocktail that we've developed for y'all into kegs, into a way that you can serve it to go very safely and efficiently at a good margin, and I get to have my name on this cocktail that goes into the to-go bags. So I'm getting, you know, all of this marketing promotion from y'all, and you're getting a good margin off of this cocktail. So it's, again, like how I can ensure that what I love stays. This is our beautiful black lime fizz cocktail that Deb and I developed. This one we developed with our black lime bay leaf shrub syrup, which has black lime powder, Mediterranean bay leaves, apple cider vinegar, white wine vinegar, French gray salt, and turbinado sugar. And then we added a little bit of lemon juice to brighten that up. A bit of Moroccan mint tea to add a minty and kind of like curious element to it. We're using Beefeater gin and Cardamaro, which is an artichoke amaro that is really good. It's another one of those kind of curiosity points for this cocktail where you kind of can't place the flavors necessarily, but all the acidity and salinity kind of cut through it and make it super crushable on the patio out there. So I'm gonna give it a try. Still delicious. Bubbly, bright, like I said, a little bit salty, kind of like a margarita, but just delicious, and goes great with the kind of rich and fresh offerings that Casbah has on their mezza platters. And my go-to is the gyro. I love to crush it with the gyro because that beef and lamb combo of the gyro meat is so rich and salty and umami. The bright citrusy flavors kind of cut through all of that and kind of cleanse the palate and give you a sense of refreshment.
Perfect, thank you.
I knew you are my friends.
Thank you.
Of course, you let me know if you need anything.
For sure. Very slowly.
Open.
Are you in focus?
Yeah. I'm pretty stoked.
It's got some spice to it.
You're a little kick.
It's good though. That's what this is for. Cools off the palate perfectly.
Nice.
Okay.
You gotta dig into that a little bit. I can see it. Dude.
I feel like there should be like a little bit of burlesque music going on right now. All right.
Peter needs tassels.
I'm not even going.
Whoa.
Whoa, we almost had some Euro loss.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys. Do I have to share this?
Yeah, you do.
Let's talk about what goes into your hummus.
Yeah. So garbanzo beans, you know, you boil them until they're really soft, and I don't know if I think we just love garlic and jalapeno, and we put a lot of that and a lot of lemon and olive oil, and yeah, it's pretty. You know, I see and I'm sure everyone sees so many like pumpkin hummus, you know, whatever. Martini hummus, whatever, orange hummus, and to me, I'm just like classic jalapeno, garlic, lemon.
Got sumac on top too.
Sumac on top.
Yum.
Yeah.
I've recently discovered sumac, and I am fully in love with it.
Everyone loves sumac, but I love za'atar, the woodsiness of.
I haven't gotten into that yet, but I've been loving sumac because when you buy it, it's sumac and salt, right? So you can use it like as your salt on things, and I put on everything.
It's
Sumac
really
and
good
pepper on
with
everything.
it's really good with onions if you want to like ever caramelize onions with sumac. It's good.
Sumac and
Right.
It works in cocktails.
Yeah, it's like citrusy. You know, it's got a bright note to
Same
it.
with pink peppercorns. Yeah, they're like citrus, cherry,
And
white
the
pepper.
za'atar, last year we did a tequila cocktail with it.
Yeah.
With honeydew. That was good.
Honeydew melon.
That sounds so good.
Yeah.
I'm like drooling.
Do you want to try
Love
the
melons.
hummus for us? Like,
Oh yeah.
Mr. Bourdain.
Oh yeah, I get to be the taster. I get to.
It's such a torturous life.
I know, man. I was like being more of a glutton right now. I'd pop that pita open like a taco, fill it full of pickles and hummus, and just
Yes.
chow down.
Yep.
You can. You want to life hack it?
Yeah.
All right, we're
It's a
Gabe's
beautiful
doing a
vibe.
life hack. Wow.
I'm pretty excited.
Happy for you.
Oh my god.
You happy?
I can see why you're like, I have to share this.
I was like, do I have to share this with you? Because like,
Because I don't want to.
I don't want to. Here we are. So candid. In the golden hour.
Most candy.
So, we had a lot of good food today. We went to Dub Plate. We went to Casbah. And we went to Brazilian Center. We did not eat any of that food, but man, it smelled good.
It smells good. And also, we ate at Burly, and I got to have delicious Burly pepper.
Oh yeah. We had that amazing
Season's coffee.
Seasons coffee, coconut, plant-based, creamy goodness.
So good. It's been a good day.
We've got to see how the Burly canner works. We tried a no mosa. We're tired. Hope you guys like our lo-fi
I thought it was
food
good.
show.
I think people are going to enjoy this. Have enjoyed this lo-fi food show. and checking out, hanging out with the folks.
Thanks for joining us for the very first episode of Burly's Brunch Hour. Maybe the last episode.
Possibly.
There might be more.
You never know.
But make sure you go to Burly's Takeout starting May 1st. Because it's gonna be May. Yeah, I went there.
Oh my God.
You love me. And we'd like to thank everybody that we enjoyed their food from today. Because that sentence makes sense. And we're made for television. This is just...
We're a TV couple.
Okay, bye!
No need to worry about your pre-recorded music tapes being accidentally erased. It can't happen.